But I want to talk about last night because Purple on the Footy Show breaks the story that Neil Danaher is part of the big review that's about to start happening at Essendon.
That was in the paper today, Jim.
Yeah, well, this is what happens.
Did you understand where that story was broken?
I didn't.
Right?
I didn't know where it
did
had
I.
come from.
Why didn't you?
I read the paper today, and
Which
I assumed
paper?
the smaller paper,
Right, the one
News
there,
Limited one.
Well, Warrior was headhunted for the chief football writer job, then knocked back about 4 times.
Is that true?
That's 100% true.
I haven't heard that either.
Yeah, they wanted him badly, and he said no.
As
so
chief football reporter,
head football writer, take over from Mike Sheehan.
funds weren't enough for Warrior to
I
take
think
that
he was
one.
just enjoying our company too
Okay.
much. Anyway, bottom line is, now I think there's professional jealousy that's going nuts to the point where they are lifting stories from Damo, lifting quotes directly from Damo, and refusing to name him. What sort of business is that, Chief?
Well, not one we roll in.
Hey, Chief.
I didn't hear it last night. As you know, I try to watch the
No,
footy
I
show
know
as much
that.
as I
No, you
can,
don't.
but I just happened to miss it last
But you just
night.
did, but what you just said was you read it in the paper,
yeah.
but you didn't know that it came from the number one newsman in
Well,
football.
because they didn't say that.
No
It just said-
attribution.
no.
Well, you know that shows insecurity in my eyes. It's an we will, if it's the Herald Sun, we'll go bang Herald Sun. If it's Fox Footy,
Yep.
we go, this is Fox Footy. This is what we saw on Talkin' Footy. This is what we
That's
saw
it.
on Channel 7.
Heard on 3AW.
Heard on Neil Mitchell's on 3AW. Because we're secure, Jim.
No doubt about that. I'm reading here. So, of course, the article came out, and then another story flowed from that story.
Oh,
It said Essendon fans slam Damien Barrett's interview on the Footy Show. I'm reading on here. Journalist Damien Barrett's weekly news segment on the Footy Show, of course, where he breaks all the stuff and everyone follows. One-on-one chat with Xavier Campbell, the CEO, much to the distaste of Bombers fans who have been
Hang
against
on.
Barrett's coverage of the club's supplement saga since he broke it. Not since it broke, since he broke it. February 2013 is what it says here.
are you saying there's a story
About the story.
about the story
That's what it is here.
on the back of fans
That's it.
not being happy that they gave an interview to Damo?
It's a Damo because
What a
of-
story that is.
Well, this is what
Did they attribute that to themselves
I don't know what's happened.
as written by the fans?
So then I read on, and there's lots of input. There's lots of input into
What?
it, which I love.
It's the world coming
Yeah,
to.
Gary.
It's a good story.
I had a 45-minute little
Yeah.
patch in the middle of the day, so I was able to catch up with this.
Oh,
It was
right.
pointed out to me. So I looked at a bit of the commentary around it, and I liked Pete, who says, yep, if you're going to let anyone if you're going to let anyone interview someone from Essendon, let it be Mark Robinson. So at least we know it'll be completely biased our way and the truth will be beside the point. What about Pete waiting here?
Get him on the phone, Pete.
Come on.
That's an extraordinary. So
It's a story about the story.
about a story
Yep.
because the fans weren't happy that
With
they
me.
spoke to.
That's it, 'cause they
no,
spoke
we
to
know they're
Purple.
not happy with you because you wrote the story. But the story is they're not happy because Xavier Campbell granted you an interview. Is that
That's
it,
it.
Jim?
I think that's what they're unhappy
What a
with.
hell of a story.
I know.
That's extraordinary.
Well,
I do like Pete, though. That we're talking a Bombers fan with one hell of a sense of
He
humour.
loves it.
That is
That's-
brilliant.
That's what I'm saying. I thought Pete was very good.
Give us a call, Pete. We'll
Yeah,
find
no,
it.
I like Pete.
1-333-5-3.
Not sure where he's from, but I thought it was very, very cool.
Hang on, you might have to ring. I've just got someone else just put something in front of me.
Oh, hello.
Wispy Watson
Oh, no, what it
on
whispers.
the SEN has had to give the okay in this story. Tim Watson said it was okay for Damien Barrett to do the story.
Come on, whispers.
And so before we ask Warrior, maybe I should text Wispy and
Yes.
say, Whispers,
Is it okay now?
Damo's about to talk about Essendon. Can you give him the okay?
This is a man who gave me a clip last week for wearing a scarf.
That's it, Whispers.
The great football scarf wearer.
It's a funny world we live
I
in.
love whispers.